One of my New Year's resolutions for 2023 was to learn how to crochet, and by a total coincidence, I managed to find a Pokemon crochet kit. So I took it to the till, made my purchase, and thus began my adventure to learn this new skill. I set out on my journey with a crochet hook and a dream, and after countless hours, it was actually pretty easy to follow. I finally arrived at this. Now 1 year later, I want to show you all the projects that I managed to finish and hopefully getting you inspired if you're thinking to start how to learn to crochet. By the way, all the tutorials / patterns are going to be down below in the description, so if you want to do any of the projects I mentioned on this video, you can find all the information down below. So now let's get started. The first thing that I actually managed to finish is this. Is it technically finished if I leave the little yarns unsewn? Anyways, the first thing I actually managed to finish was this sunflower coaster. If you're just starting out, I would advise you to try something like this that is a little bit smaller, faster. It got me more motivated to finish because you can see it develop quickly and you see, ooh, I'm almost done. It's a quick project. So yeah, I love this so much and I use it every single day. Speaking of coasters, I've also made this little granny square. You're gonna see why later, and there you go, there's the things. I hate sewing these things. This is the part I hate the most about crochet, is sewing all the little yarns, but I've made this as a test for another project that you're gonna see later on in the video. But this is, yeah, another little granny square coaster. It looks cute. I've made quite a few of these, and if you're wondering what these are, they're pieces from a wisteria garland. I found that these are wonderful if you're going on a trip, if you don't want to carry too much stuff but you still want to be productive. These are super simple to make, and you just make a lot of them and then just hang them whatever you want. I have them on top of my bed and it just looks so cute. My goal is to just manage to fill up the whole area with these little wisteria things. I find that it's gonna look really, really cute. And again, if you're traveling, they're perfect. They fit in your pocket, whatever, and you can just make them whenever you want. Super easy. Honestly, beginner friendly. One of the first projects I've ever made. Really recommend this. Honorable mention, speaking of coasters as well, I don't have them with me, but you're gonna see it in the B-roll. I made this little pot with, it's supposed to be a succulent pot, but it's a coaster and it has a little vase in it. I've made it as a gift for my boyfriend, and obviously I don't have it with me, but it looks so cute. I want to make the one for myself as well. I feel like I'm starting to have too many coasters, but I want to make something like that for me as well because it just looks so cute, and you cannot even tell that it's coasters. It's adorable. Now obviously I've done the Eevee as well. This was what got me into crochet, just the fact that the whole kit was there and I didn't have to buy the things separately. That was such a massive help. But does it look like an Eevee? No. Do I still love it? Do I still think that it looks cute? Yes, it looks adorable. And you know what? For the first thing I've ever crocheted, it does not look that bad. It looks okay. So yes, little Eevee. Gonna try the other Pokemon as well from the little kit as well. I've made another stuffed animal and it's this bearded dragon, and if you're wondering, Ellie, that doesn't really look like a bearded dragon. Yeah, I gave up halfway. I tried to do the little scale thingies and I couldn't figure out how to do them, so I just kinda didn't. I will do them at some point. I do want it finished with the little scale thingies, but this is how it looks for now. It's fine. I love him anyways. These are pretty much the whole decoration kind of things that I have. Now we're gonna go into clothing, and the first thing I'm gonna mention is actually what I'm wearing today. This is my Psyduck hat. I wear this thing for all Pokemon related events. I think I've took it to a Comic-Con once as well. I just wear them on my videos as well, my Pokemon channel, and I just love it. It's Psyduck. He's beautiful. My favorite Pokemon. Again, patterns are gonna be on the description. I obviously didn't make any patterns by myself. They're all other people's patterns. So do go say hi to the creators, giving credit to all the creators that come up with lovely patterns. I wish I could do that. It just sounds so complicated to get my own patterns, but off topic. Yeah, this is my Psyduck hat and I really, really love him. I also made another hat, and it's this Magikarp hat, and could I have bought this off of AliExpress? Yes. Did I decide to just make it myself? Yes, because it's more special this way. I could have bought it, but no. I decided to make a little magic carp hat myself. It was another reason why it got me into crochet, because I really want to make it myself. It's a little magic carp. I did the scales wrong actually, but by the time I realized I was halfway done with the scales, so I figured, you know what, I like it like that, it's fine. It looks good, right? It looks cute, I love him. I've made this little sunflower top, and I've used the wrong type of yarn for this. It is too thick. The green part, I've made it with a wool yarn, and the yellow, orangey, brown part, I've made it with acrylic. I didn't reach out much for this last summer because I find it too thick, too hot. You live and you learn, you know, make mistakes, that's part of learning. It's still cute, it's just too thick, but I do plan on remaking it and with the proper yarn, proper materials to make it summer friendly. So yeah, I've made another top, and the only reason why this is a top is because I gave up halfway through, because it was meant to be a dress, but I just got sick of doing granny squares. I have a lot more granny squares than the ones that are on this top, but I don't have enough to make it a dress. So I just decided I would leave it as a top. It looks really good. I'm going to show you what it was supposed to look like. But yeah, I gave up halfway through. I might finish it this year, actually. Why not? But in the meantime, I have a really nice top. And this is more summer friendly because I learned from that other top and I bought the cotton really thin yarn, and it definitely feels much more comfortable, definitely feels much better. I love that I made it with a little adjustable thingy at the back. Not sure if I can show that properly, but it has little straps. It needs to be sewn. I don't know what it is the part I hate the most about doing this. It's the whole swing thing. I don't like it, I'm sorry. I've made this bolero, believe it or not, with a yarn that I had left over from the Bearded Dragon. I feel like I bought too much yarn for it because I was scared I was gonna run out, and I bought way too much. So this is super simple, again, super beginner friendly. If you want to start doing clothes, you can start with something like this. It's just one stitch. It's really easy. And yeah, I feel like this is great for like summer nights where it's like hot but a little bit chilly. It just makes it a little bit more oomph on your outfit as well. I know, I really like this. I'm very proud of it, okay? I'm very proud of this. And the last two things I want to show you, one of them I'm wearing right now is this sunflower jacket. This took me ages to finish. I was going crazy with the amount of sunflowers that I had to make. Do you see? I don't know, I'm putting my sleeves up. And originally I was gonna sew in all the ends, but as you can figure it out, I don't like to sew the ends in, so it's actually not really finished on the inside, but I plan to line it with a fabric, like a sunflower fabric. I just haven't found the perfect lining for this, so for now it's like this, but I do want to have some lining also to make it a little bit thicker so I can use it when it's cold and not just in the spring, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I do love it. It also doesn't have buttons yet because I plan on thrifting nice gold buttons, but I'm just waiting for the right ones. I don't want to just buy whatever. I want to find the right pieces to finish. So I'm procrastinating, but for a good reason, okay? Yeah. And now the last thing, which is actually the last project I finished, it's this color jacket. I've wanted to do like a granny square jacket. Call it a granny square jacket, I might be wrong, but I wanted to do something like this for a while, and I found this yarn and I thought it was perfect. But you guys help me decide if the shape looks right, because honestly I don't know. I need you guys' advice if you think that the shape is correct or not. I think you can see it by the b-roll, but it just feels a little bit too boxy. I feel like it should be a little bit longer. It just looks a little bit shortish. But you guys let me know what you think. But yeah, I love the colors, love this yarn. I also cannot find any more yarn because it was like they sold out. I bought the last few thingies of yarn. But you guys let me know what you think. Shall I redo it a little bit thinner and longer? I don't know what this is. Let me know. Before you guys click away, I just want to show you my future projects, things that I'm thinking of making for this year, and hopefully I do manage, but you'll see it at the end of the year, I guess. I would like to finish the top, and make it the actual dress that I wanted, because I do have some extra squares already, and hopefully I'll make enough that I can actually do the dress, or like a longer top or something. I want to finish that. It's not going to be a top forever, it will be a dress eventually. I also want to make another jacket. I want to make a rose jacket, and these are the squares I have. I'm just a little bit worried that the squares are a little bit too small. On the picture they look a little bit bigger, but somehow I couldn't manage to make them bigger. I tried with other variations of patterns, but this is what I could manage. So it looks a little bit small. Do you think it's gonna be cute, full of little squares like that? For comparison, you guys let me know. I want to make another plushie. I want to make a Dido plushie. It looks kind of simple, the tutorial. However, I decided I want to work with this thick yarn, and it's a little bit difficult. I'm not used to it, but this is one of the little parts of the Dido, like little things. And yeah, I have quite a few of these, and I would like to make a little Dido plushie eventually. And finally, for the longest time, I've bought this yarn on a whim, which I don't even particularly like. I don't really wear pastels unless it's like neutral pastels, if that makes sense. No, let's just call them neutrals. But I really like this, and I finally found a pattern that I think will look nice. I think I've finally managed to find something that will match this yarn, because I wasn't sure what to do with it. So keep tuned, I'll do that as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I do hope I gave you some inspiration, some motivation to start. If you're looking to start and you think it's too difficult, it's not. You can do it. Just get whatever of the patterns that you see down below. YouTube has all the resources. That's how I learned, by following tutorials on YouTube. And if I didn't know how to make stitches, just watching videos, reading tutorials. It's easy, I promise you. Once you guys figure it out, it just becomes so easy. And yes, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below which one was your favorite project that I made, and if you have other suggestions, you can see what I like. So feel free to suggest me other things for me to try. As always, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.